Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the South Carolina Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of South Carolina and pledge to the Palmetto State love, loyalty, and faith. You may now be seated. Please pause for a moment of silence.
Good morning. Welcome to WOAK Daily News. My name is Evan and I'll be your anchor for today, Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. The joke of the day is, what did the volcano say to the other? I lava you. Today's special guest is Miss Miger with Wellness Wednesday.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Miger here for Wellness Wednesday. I am so excited because we're going to be talking about using our words kindly. So my words have power and I use them wisely. When words are both true and kind, they change the world. Dear you, good words bring good feelings. Practicing silence is the best course of action when someone doesn't value your words. If speaking kindly to plants helps them grow, imagine what speaking kindly to humans can do. Words can hurt or they can heal. They can break a heart or mend it. They can hurt a soul or free it, and they can crush dreams or enlighten them. They can create boundaries to melt them. Words are powerful. Choose them wisely. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, Miss Miger. Today's announcements are, tomorrow will be our school 3rd grade music performance. The weather for tomorrow will be high of 80 and partly cloudy. On this day in history in 1979, Frank E. Peterson, Jr. named the first African-American general in the Marine Corps. Thank you for watching WOAK Daily News. Have a wacky Wednesday and remember to be Eagle proud.
Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Seaman. Today is the last Black History Month clue. So take a look at the clue on the screen and then have your teacher email Miss Ferris if your class figures out what this item is and who invented it. Have a great day.
Good morning, Oak Ridge. I am Miss Burgess and I teach 2nd grade, and I am here to share one of my favorite stories with you. Oddly enough, this story is about one of my least favorite creatures on this planet, and that is the cockroach. I can't stand cockroaches. However, this story is about Martina, and she is a beautiful cockroach, and she is trying to find someone to marry. So we are going to read
Martina the Beautiful Cockroach.
And this is a Cuban folktale that is being retold by Carmen Agrediti. And so we are going to read the story and see what happens to Martina the Beautiful Cockroach.
Martina the Beautiful Cockroach. Cuban folktale retold by Carmen Agrediti, illustrated by Michael Austin. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha was a beautiful cockroach. She lived in a cozy street lamp in Old Havana with her big, lovable family. Now that Martina was 21 days old, she was ready to give her leg in marriage. The Cucaracha household was crawling with excitement. Every señora in the family had something to offer. Tia Cuca gave her una panita, a seashell comb. Mama gave her una mantilla, a lace shawl. But Abuela, her Cuban grandmother, gave her un consejo increíble, some shocking advice.
You want me to do what? Martina was aghast. You are a beautiful cockroach, said Abuela. Finding husbands to choose from will be easy. Picking the right one could be tricky. But, stammered Martina, how will spilling coffee on a suitor's shoes help me find a good husband? Her grandmother snarled loud. It will make him angry. Then you'll know how he will speak to you if he loses his temper. Trust me, Martina, the coffee test never fails. Martina wasn't so sure.
Meanwhile, Papa sent El Perico, the parrot, to spread the word. Soon all Havana, from the busy sidewalks of El Prado to El Moro Castle, was abuzz with the news. Martina, the beautiful cockroach, was ready to choose a husband.
As was the custom, Martina would greet her suitors from the balcony. Under her family's many watchful eyes, daintily she sat down and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs. She didn't have long to wait.
Don Gallo the rooster strutted up first. Martina tried not to stare at his splendid shoes. Keeping one eye on his reflection, Don Gallo greeted her with a sweeping bow. Caramba, you really are a beautiful cockroach. I will look even more fabulous with you on my wing. With that, he leaned forward and crooned, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina hesitated only for an instant. Coffee, senor?
Right on cue, Abuela appeared. With a quick glance at her grandmother, Martina nervously splattered coffee on the rooster's spotless shoes. Oh my, she said with mock dismay. I'm all feelers today. Kiki! Kiri! The rooster was furious. Clumsy cockroach, I will teach you manners when you are my wife. Martina was stunned. The coffee test had worked. The most humble offer, senor, she said coolly, but I cannot accept. You are much too cocky for me.
Don Cerdo the pig hoofed up next. His smell curled the little hairs on Martina's legs. What an unimaginable scent, Martina wheezed. Is it some new pig cologne? Oh no, senorita, it's the sweet aroma of my pigsty. Rotten eggs, turnip peels, stinky cheese. Don Cerdo licked his chops and sang, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina had already left in search of coffee.
She wasted no time with the pig. Groink, groink, squealed Don Cerdo as he dabbed at the coffee on his shoes. What a tragedy for my poor loafers. He really is quite a ham, thought Martina. Calm yourself, senor. I'll clean them for you. I'll say you will, he snorted. When you are my wife, there'll be no end to cleaning up after me. Martina rolled her eyes in disbelief. A most charming offer, senor, she said dryly. But I must decline. You are too boorish for me. The coffee test had saved her from yet another unsuitable senor.
The pig was scarcely out of sight when Don Lagarto the lizard crept over the railing. His oily fingers brushed the little cockroach's lovely mantilla. You shouldn't sneak up on a lady like that. I don't sneak, I creep, he said, circling Martina. For some reason, this fellow really bugged her. I've had enough of creeps for one day, said Martina. Adios. But I need you. Wait. The lizard fell on one scaly knee and warbled, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina sighed. Let me see if there's any coffee left.
This time she wasn't taking any chances. Martina returned with 2 cups for the lizard. Psst, psst. He spat. Don Lagarto was livid. He changed three colors 3 times before he finally found his true one. And to think, he hissed, I was going to eat or marry you. Martina stared at the lizard. You could have heard a breadcrumb drop. Food for thought, senor. Martina was ickly. But I must refuse. You are too cold-blooded for me.
When her grandmother returned to collect the day's coffee cups, Martina was still fuming. I'm going inside, Abuela. So soon? See, I'm afraid of whom I might meet next. Abuela drew Martina to the railing and pointed to the garden below. What about him? Martina looked down at the tiny brown mouse and her cockroach heart began to beat faster. Tiki-tin, tiki-tin. Oh, Abuela, he's adorable. Where has he been? Right here all along. What do I do? Go talk to him and just be yourself.
Martina handed Abuela her pinta and Mintia, then scurried down to the garden. The mouse was waiting. Tink-a-tin, tink-a-tin. Hola, hello. His voice was like warm honey. My name is Perez. Hola, she whispered shyly. I'm Martina, the beautiful cockroach. He finished for her. You think I'm beautiful? The mouse turned pink under his fur. Well, my eyes are rather weak, but I have excellent ears. I know you are strong and good, Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. And he squinted sweetly. Who cares if you are beautiful? Tiki-tin, tiki-tin. Martina, don't forget the coffee. It was Abuela.
No, thought Martina. No coffee for Perez. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. Si, Abuela. Martina knew better than to argue with her Cuban grandmother. With a heavy heart, she reached for the cup.
But Perez got there first. Quick as a mouse, he splashed Cafe Cubano on Martina's shoes. Now the coffee was on the other foot. Martina was too delighted to be angry. At last she'd found her perfect match. But she hadn't to ask, how did you know about the coffee test? Perez grinned. Well, mi amor, my love.
I too have a Cuban grandmother. Have a good day, Oak Ridge.